Hi, I'm Andy, a collection specialist at Credit Sage, and my goal is to help people learn how they can remove national credit adjusters from their credit report. And actually, in many cases, without paying their debt at all. So if that's you or someone you know, I'm confident that you're going to walk away from this video knowing the next best step to take. Now, this doesn't mean that you shouldn't take action. For example, if you know or believe that national credit adjusters or any of the other accounts on your credit report are the result of identity theft or have a wrong balance after you've already paid, or any major issues that are really affecting your life, you may be owed a settlement. And we work with a network of local attorneys that will work on your behalf at zero cost, win or lose, in addition to getting the accounts deleted permanently. Or, if there are no issues like that exist and you just want the account removed from your credit report, we can help with that too. Call us today. I'll put our number in the description below. So today I'd like to go through some of the most important questions that we get about this company. And I think the first one is really important. And that is, can you be arrested or get jail time for a debt with national credit adjusters? And I put this one at the top of the list because we have a lot of callers that are terrified that this could happen. And it really makes sense because few people are taught how credit and debt work in school. I didn't know the answer to this question until I got into the business. And the answer, fortunately, is that unless the debt is related to specifically unpaid taxes or unpaid child support, you cannot be arrested or get jail time. So no need to worry about that whatsoever. The amount of the debt doesn't matter either. You could refuse to pay $1,000 or $1 million, and you will not be arrested or get jail time. So now, who is National Credit Adjusters and why are you seeing them on your credit report? So they are what's referred to as a debt collector or credit collection agency. And they buy debts, unpaid accounts like credit cards, for example, often for very cheap. And then they try to collect the full amount. For example, imagine that you, for whatever reason, have an unpaid card with Capital One for $1,000. National credit adjusters could come along and buy that debt for just $100. But now they don't try to collect that amount. They try to collect the full $1,000 from you, giving them a 10x return on their investment. So yeah, these companies can make a lot of money. Damaging your credit score by reporting the debt to your credit report is one of the primary strategies they have to get you to pay. However, what many people don't know, again, because we're not taught, is that paying a debt on your credit report does not remove the account attached to it. That account will sit there for 7 years, damaging your score, whether it's paid or not. So a lot of the time, paying it isn't actually in your best interest and can just be a waste of money. Now, in rare cases, paying the debt can even hurt your score further, but that's for another video. In addition to credit reporting, they may send scary letters. They may call a lot, even calling your family members and colleagues. And if collectors have ever threatened you or harassed you during non-business hours, you may be owed a lawsuit. So again, that's another case where you'd want to give us a call so we can connect you with a local specialist that will take action quickly. Another question we get is, should you negotiate a settlement with national credit adjusters? So settling your debt with national credit adjusters really depends on your goal. Typically, if you're wanting to improve your credit score, paying isn't in your best option. The reason is because, like I mentioned before, even if you pay the collection, it will remain on your credit report for 7 years, damaging your score that whole time. Now, instead, we always recommend working with an expert like us to review these accounts. And if certain issues exist, then the accounts may be removed entirely. And this is a win-win. You won't have to waste money paying a debt that won't help your score, and the negative account gets removed from your report. So really, it's perfect. How do you remove national credit adjusters from your credit report? So this is a great follow-up question. The Fair Credit Reporting Act gives every person the power to challenge information on the report. Okay. Now that's easier said than done. It does take a bit of knowledge to understand how to do this. Okay. I'm not saying you shouldn't learn how to do it, but really just be prepared to spend weeks, maybe months, learning how to do it properly. However, you can hire a professional to handle it for you and ensure it's done properly the first time. And you save all that extra time that you would invest into it. And that's what we're here for. We're happy to take care of that for you. We've dealt with national credit adjusters accounts many times. And I will say that they regularly have issues. And we've helped numerous clients deal with them. And we can take care of it for you too, if you prefer. How can you get national credit adjusters to stop calling you? This is a big one. So, like I mentioned before, they will be calling you as an attempt to collect the debt that they purchased, which means the only reason that they'll stop calling you is if you settle your debt with them. Or you work with a company like ours to potentially have them removed from your report altogether. Will national credit adjusters try suing or garnishing your wages? Again, another great question. The answer is a little complicated. So national credit adjusters suing is really unlikely. It can happen. It does happen. But really in our experience, it's rare. There are many laws around how long they can sue for, what they can do if they win, and it's just a long process. However, if we're able to find certain issues with the account, they won't be able to collect it all, which is another benefit of using an expert. Got another question here. This is a good one. So what are my rights when dealing with national credit adjusters? So bottom line is you have the right to dispute any of your debt that National Credit Adjusters has purchased. National Credit Adjusters is governed by the Fair Debt Collection Practices Act, or FDCPA. And as I was talking about earlier, the Fair Credit Reporting Act, the FCRA. Now, again, these acts can seem very complicated, but they provide a great deal of power to the consumer if you know how to use it properly. Now, if you don't have time to research these acts, it's not a problem. Give us a call today to discuss your options. Again, I'll put our number in the description for you, and that's it for today. Thanks so much.